You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Game, and a sub on sort of the gaming drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Just Friends. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm saying you were up, and let's go. She gives me a beautiful red envelope with my name on it. I grab it from her hands and open it, unfolding a beautiful purple paper that has something beautiful drawn on it. I have to look at it again to make sure I'm not seeing things. How can anyone write with such beautiful calligraphy? I'll never know that answer, but in the scented purple paper there's a message written with the most beautiful letters I've ever seen. Almost as they were drawn by an artist. Dear Aiden, we've met yesterday and I was informed that you talked a little with our staff and paid for the next 4 days. Thankfully, just like you were informed, no one has booked your room, so it was easy to arrange your prolonged stay in the same room. Your boss, which is also a friend of mine, called me yesterday and explained the situation. He told me a lot of good things about yourself. Since you were such a sweetie with me here too, I decided to cut 30% off of your paycheck here. The correct amount will be credited back into your bank account. Oh, Lauren asked me to change your plane ticket, as you know. And this hotel has some connections, and I was able to change your ticket without too many issues. However, the extra price they charged for the last-minute changes was also applied to your ticket. And the charge will be sent to your credit card soon, if not today. Hope you have an amazing time here, and I'm so sorry for not being able to talk to you in person. I hope we can see each other soon, so we can trash talk about your boss a little. I laugh at the end of the letter. That doesn't make me feel less impressed. I don't know why, but it's all so surreal. She even wrote the letter out by hand instead of making something on a computer and printing it to me. The paper is even scented. I've got some money back from what I paid yesterday, but I also need to pay for the charges on the ticket. I do a quick look at my phone airplane app and check my ticket, and yes, it was changed, and now I need to go there in 5 days. Well, that's good. I was worried I would have to pay another ticket. How much is that fee? How much is that fee for charges at the last minute, though? I'm gonna have to check my email or look at the receptionist. It's saying here that she already changed my flying ticket, but she doesn't say how much it cost to do so. The receptionist just smiles at me, giving me a melodic chuckle. Oh, don't worry, sir. She told me everything you need to know this morning. As far as I understood, she gave you 30% off, right? That's probably the price for the change on your ticket. Oh, wow. I looked at her, and she's smiling, but I can see the curiosity in her eyes, so I just say, it seems my boss knows your manager, and somehow this fact gave her a ton of trouble. Oh, I understand. It's rare, but sometimes it does happen. You should enjoy your time here with us even more then. I grin at her. I wonder how much my boss knows Chelsea and how close they are for her to go for so much trouble for me. I look at the receptionist one last time. Can I ask where Chelsea is? I want to apologize for all the inconvenience my boss made her go through. The receptionist chuckles again. Don't worry, sir. Just enjoy your time. Sadly, Chelsea's not at the hotel right now. She's quite busy. She has her reasons for doing what she does, and we all trust her with our hearts here. So I should ask you this. Please just enjoy your time here, okay? Well, I guess you're right then. There's nothing I can do about that then. With a handshake, I walk away from the lobby close to the entrance. I take a look at my map of the resort again. So, where should I go today? Oh, second, y'all. Water time. Let me... Damn it. Can I go? It's a guessing game. He'll be at the pool, I think? I touch on the pool side of the map with my index finger. Today is a sunny day, so I guess it's a good place to be. I look at myself, and of course, I decide to go back to my room and change clothes. Oh. I enter the elevator and press my floor number. I can hear someone before I enter saying there are not so many people in the pool, so I decide to get ready faster so I can enjoy some peace for a while. Why does it do this? Why? Why does it do this, game? I'll do that. I enter the room and go to my suitcase as fast as possible and grab what I need. And I change the clothes. I also put some sunscreen on me just to be sure. The sun is already out in the sky. Yeah, it keeps doing this. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Okay. If I think I'll need something else, I can always come back to my room, so I get white towel with me and get back to the elevator. Why is it doing this, game? Why? Why do you do this to me? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking click it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to click it. Okay. I get out of the elevator and go directly to the pool. It's annexed with the hotel, so all I need to do is walk towards a large corridor until I find a big door. The pool also has an entrance on the other side if people want to get there from the bar or the park areas, which is nice. Both entrances have a place for you to wash your feet just to avoid people being dirty in the pool, and there's always a staff member on all of them. After being polite with the staff member that gives me a good day when I cross the doors from the hotel to this amazing place, I can finally see that it's true. At this time in the morning, there are not many people here. I look around, and before even looking at the pool, I choose a chair close to a wooden table, close to the pool, but far enough not to get any splashes. If possible, I want to dry myself in the shade the parasol gives there. After I put my towel in the chair together with my shirt, hoping no one will sit there if they see my towel there, I look around. There's no one in the area right now, but I do hear a splash. I look at the pool, big and almost empty, blue as the sky with a dark orange color underwater, moving very fast from one part of the pool to the other. I can already tell the species of the strange being there, probably a very large feline, a tiger or a very buffed orange cat. I decide to enter the pool. The water is cold, but it feels good on my skin. I don't jump, though. I'm not the best swimmer, so I don't just jump and go swimming like the big feline in the water. I do like to chill there, but I can only float so I won't just drown myself. I submerge my body at the side of the pool, being out of the way of the feline swimmer, and I can see underwater that he sees me because he looks directly at me, with his big blue eyes and big face. Kind of scary underwater with all the fur all wet, floating left and right. That's when he changes his direction, coming to me, and I can see his face getting close to me, which is a little scarier. So I get myself up so I don't need to panic about a tiger coming in my direction. At least let me do it on the surface, where I can scream for help and get some fresh air. It's easy to get desperate when you're underwater. Tigers are way better swimmers by nature. Yeah, they are. Think now. Yep, tigers are very good swimmers. This is true. The tiger emerges from the water pretty close to me and gives me a grin. His short fur makes him not look so bad when he's wet. I look directly at his blue eyes. Yo! Oh man, that's gorgeous. The tiger looks at me with those beautiful blue eyes. I can only grin back at him. After all, I wasn't expecting to find him again, but I'm glad I did. Carnal, I wasn't expecting to see you here today. Oh God, you scared me, you big striped cat. He grins. His grin gets wider, and he comes closer to me. We're both almost at one of the edges of the pool. Aiden, so good to see you there too. You made it. You got permission to stay here more, right? Oh, yeah. I was very lucky, actually. After going back to my room, things worked out way differently than I thought. It seems something happened to my computer at work, and it will take some time to be fixed, so my boss decided that if I wanted to take more days off, I could. He even literally talked to the manager here and made arrangements for me to stay more. The tiger looks happy and surprised at the same time. With a loud whistle, he says, "Oh, wow! Is it even possible to extend your time here so soon?" Well, it seems he knows the manager here, and she treated me very kindly after she knew I was one of his employees. I can be here for a couple more days, but enough about me. What about you? I thought you would be leaving soon. Oh, no. I mean, my boss wants me to get my ass there ASAP, but I did book an entire week here, and I plan to stay here, even if he wants to be a pain because of it. He knows he needs me, so he can wait for me. I deserve some vacations, and you do too. As he says that, he gives me a big wet hug. Not that I mind, I am wet too. However, he's big and strong, and I'm smaller than him. My head bumps on his chest while he hugs me, and I hug him back. That only lasts a few seconds since we both release each other. He smiles. Sorry about that, I'm just glad I could see you again. Me too. I mean, I really thought you would be back today, too. After what we talked about yesterday at the bar, I'm glad you're still here. Well, I do have my savings. He can't try to harass me by saying he'll fire me, but he knows it won't work. And of everyone there, I'm the only one who talks back, and the only one he keeps around. Well, you must be very good at your job. Thanks. Thanks, mate. And sorry for scaring you. I'm just glad you're here. So, you want to swim with me? I give him the biggest smile possible. Well, I'll pass. I'm not that good at swimming, and I'll just be in your way. I'll just be here chilling on the edge of a little before going back to my chair back there. Oh, the one with the towel. I see. Smart. Second now. Okay then, let's do this. I'll just swim a little more since there's no one here right now. Then we talk after I finish. What do you think about that? Deal. I won't leave without you, Tiger. He winks at me. I know you won't. Well, see you soon then. And with that much enthusiasm, he submerges underwater, and I see the orange mass of fur and muscles moving around the pool with a momentum I don't know how he can get without jumping from outside the pool first. It's amazing. I sit on the edge of the pool after a couple of minutes, and I keep looking at him swimming, admiring his muscles that are showing way more with his wet fur, and his smile every time he looks at me from the distance. Man, he's hot. I look at the blue, clear sky while moving my legs inside the water, letting my upper body get drier by the minute. Soon, however, I start feeling hot. Even in the mornings, the sun gets way too strong for someone like me. The lack of fur in the human body is a big problem sometimes. I decide to get up, not before looking at the handsome tiger who's still swimming left and right. He immediately looks at me when I start getting up from the edge of the pool. I wave at him, pointing to my chair closer to a parasol and up to the sky, and up the sky to the sun. He seems confused a bit, but understands it a few seconds later when he looks more at my body. It's not much, but some parts of my chest are starting to look a little red. He waves his head in approval, and I can't say for sure, but he looks a little worried, which I think is cute. As I get to my chair closer to the parasol and table, I take my towel and clothes with it and put them inside the wooden round table. The tables and parasols are quite far from the pool, which makes me sure we can stay dry here. The chairs are long and you can lay on them. They are made of plastic, but some of them are made of some sort of cloth and wood. These look like they are foldable too. I lay on one of the plastic ones. Half the chair is inside the shade from the parasol and the lower part is exposed to the sun, so my legs can dry faster. But the foldable chairs made out of wood and cloth are closer to the tables and are inside the shade. I'll move to one of them soon. As I feel the sun bathing my legs now, I touch my chest. Thankfully, I'm not burned. My skin is just not as resistant to the sun as I wish it was. As I feel to see if it's burned, which is not, thankfully, but barely, I can hear the wet footsteps coming in my direction. I look in its direction and I can see Carnal looking at me with a big smile on his big face. The tiger is again half naked as anyone who would swim in, and it's absurdly beautiful to look at. So many muscles. Hey there, big guy. How was the water? Tired already? He scratches his head behind one of his round ears and just winks at me. Nah, not tired. But more people are getting in right now, and I tend to enjoy being underwater going left and right. That could scare the kids and other people. I grin at him, because he did scare me a little too. I can totally see that, but it's not your fault if you're big and strong and look very menacing underwater. His fur is all wet and heavy, which makes his muscles way more visible. He trims his fur, however, so it's not like he looks like a wet cat or something. His muscles are as visible as they can be when he's dry. Anyway, you should totally sit on one of those chairs. Why don't you come over here and lay down on this one here? I point to another plastic long chair. This one is mostly over the sun, but the top part where you would rest your head is still under some shade. This way you can dry yourself faster. The tiger grins at me, and only now do I notice a towel on his left arm, wrapping some pieces of clothes in the middle. He puts his things on the top of the table mine are on, and he comes closer to me and sits on the plastic chair. Like, no? I can smell his wet fur mixed with water and chloride from the pool. Even if our chairs aren't that close, they are a good inches apart. His body is so big that it feels that he's closer than ever. Carnal looks at me with a grin still on his face. Is that really okay for me to sit here? Tigers tend to smell when they get wet, don't you think? He moves a finger over his wet and strong body, and I have to fight the urge to stare at his abs. I don't know. Let me take a close whiff first. Ha! You're so funny, mate. He gives me a big happy smile, and I just grin back at him. He's not giving me the reaction I wanted, but it's not a bad reaction nonetheless. Come on, big tiger. You know humans can only smell stinky stuff from far away. You're not stinky, so I cannot tell if you smell good or bad unless I get closer and take a whiff. His smile turns into a big grin when he says, Are you sure you're not wanting an excuse to get closer? I mean, I don't mind. I just shake my head, trying to ignore the feeling of defeat while my face turns red. He nailed it, but I will never tell him that. Come on, Tiger, you know I'm not like this. But I already answered you. You're not stinky, so I can't tell if you smell good or bad. Which is good, since you were worried about your wet scent. True. Well, I'll take it then. And don't worry, I'm just teasing you. As always, huh? Well, it's fun to tease a cute human. Well, it's good to be teased by a handsome tiger sometimes, too. His grin gets bigger at my sight, acknowledgement of his teasing, and that I think he's hot. Well, not with those words, but it's fine. I look at the sky while he just keeps staring at me, while I try the hardest not to feel silly. But I can feel my face burning because of him now. Or maybe it's the sun. I'll go with that. I look around and I can see there are some people in the pool now. A few kids in the shallow parts, some adults on the other side of the pool, and so on. So far, there's no one closer to us in the chairs. I look at the tiger, who's letting the sun dry his short, wet fur, and I can see his chest going up and down while he pulls air in and out of his body. I try not to look for too long, though. I don't want him to see I'm drooling all over him. Muscles are fine, they really are, but when I'm close to someone who's that strong, I'm always self-conscious. I'm pretty sure a lot of people hit on him just because he's hot and strong. That must be annoying after a while. His eyes are closed, and he looks very relaxed, and I keep looking at him in small intervals, trying to not be too on his face that I'm admiring his body. After a few minutes of this, though, he opens his eyes and gives me a big smile. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 3 gold tier patrons, Zeke, Toby, and Blue Wolf Alpha. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Or you can donate to us on YouTube using Super Thanks. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!